So we're gonna get into this conversation about Greg Hardy making his UFC debut, official UFC debut, against Alan Crowder. Both of these guys were in the Contender Series. Um, part of whoa! I just had in a chair that just gave out, so it's still giving out. Oh shit! But I'm still gonna sit on it. Anyways, fucking. Both these guys came up in the Dana White Contender Series, so it highlighted how good they were. Alan Crowder, he's a tough heavyweight. I've seen a little bit of his highlights, and he's durable. He's able to go past the first couple rounds. He's able to go the distance, and not only is he able to go the distance, he's able to finish the fights. So in this matchup, I feel like it's going to be Greg Hardy's coming out party. The UFC had to be very careful of how they approached bringing him into the UFC. The reason being is because he had some domestic violence disputes, issues, whatnot. And dude, that's it's very controversial when you're a fighting organization and you're signing someone who has a past history of domestic violence. Now, if some of you guys don't know what domestic violence means, it's pretty much having arguments and uh, getting physical, with your partner, and not in a good way. I mean, in a harmful way. And when it comes to that stuff, that's fucked up. Anybody who puts their hand on their wife, especially when you're a huge specimen, when you're a big strong man and you're still choosing to put hands on a woman, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? There's no other way to put that. But I feel Greg Hardy, he's battled, what he's had to go through. He's paid his dues. He's taken care of what he has to take care of. He's obviously not in any legal terms as of now. He's not going through any legal battles. So it is what it is. He paid his dues. He did what he did. I'm sure he feels bad about it. I don't know how truthful all the allegations are. Sometimes women are smart, and they understand that they're put in a position where they could get some money out of it. I'm not saying that all women are like that, but some women are, so you don't know if this girl was lying or not. I'm not sure if Greg was lying or not, or if he actually did, put hands on her. He looks like the type of guy who could, snap pretty easily. So maybe, there were some arguments and things happened, and, in the heat of the moment, you're not really thinking straight. But all that aside, Greg Hardy is a beast, and like I said, I feel this is going to be his coming out party. I looked at the betting lines, and he's roughly around a 5-1 favorite. So that just lets you know how much stock the bettors, the official bettors put in him. They're seeing that knockout power. They're seeing how he stays focused, and he's the type of dude who turns on the switch when he knows he needs to. And it's, you could see it in his face, like after he knocks Wills out, like he's still kind of like in a zone, in a state where he's just trying to protect himself and take care of what he needs to take care of, and that's finish the fight. And he's had some brutal knockouts of some lesser known heavyweights. So now it's going to be his time to step up to the plate and go up against Alan Crowder. And Alan Crowder, like I said, he's a tough guy, and if you give him an opportunity, he's going to take home that W. So Greg Hardy needs to come in strong, and then do what he does and take him out fast, and just not have it being drawn out fight, because that's gonna side towards Allen. But on this one, I'm gonna go with Greg. Like I said, I feel like he's a little bit too tough, too gritty, too dominant at this point. He hasn't shown a lot of holes in his game, because we haven't seen him that much in the octagon. So we'll see him come January 19th, and this is gonna be the co-main event, which is fucking for Henry and TJ going at it in the main event. That's a pretty big step up. So big ups to Greg Hardy, and we'll see how he does come January 19th. Enjoy the fights, guys.